readers, my name is Liz and today we're gonna do my BEA book haul. Pile number 1! This kind of has a combination of things, both July and books that are already out / books that I bought while in New York. First we have Landline by Rainbow Rowell, and oh my goodness, I have read Eleanor and Park, haven't read anything else by her, but I've heard good things about her other books and things like that, and so I'm excited to read this, actually listen to it, because funny story, I was in line to get a ticket for a Rainbow Rowell signing, and they ran out of tickets. So sad. We were there on time and everything, and so we stood around for a bit being like, okay, what are we gonna do now? And the guy came around and was like, hey, you want an audiobook? And I was like, sure, and then I flip it over and it's this. It's Landline. Next we have Sinner by Maggie Stiefvater, and this is a companion-ish novel to the Wolves of Mercy Falls series, which, you know, I loved. I know not everybody loves it, but I like it. It was my first foray into Maggie Stiefvater's writing and everything, and it's wolves. I don't know what my affinity is with wolves, but I think it's Jacob Black. I think it's Jacob Black. Here are some books that I bought while in New York, but not necessarily got them at BEA. The first one is Broken Hearts and Fences and Other Things to Mend, and it's by Katie Finn, and I got it at Strand during the BookTube meetup there, and it was originally for $17.99, got it for $9. Pretty sure everybody's just falling out of their seat right now because this is a brand new book. This just came out. The second book that I got at the Strand was When You Reach Me by Rebecca Steed, and I've had my eye on this on Overdrive for a little bit, but since I saw it for $6.29, which is 30 cents off of the cover price, why not? Why not? It'll go nicely with my Liar and Spy right there. Yeah? Don't you think? Yes? No? Maybe? Ariel from Ariel Bissett decided to bring us presents, and she brought to me Wanderlove by Kirsten Hubbard. Yes, it's a contemporary, and it looks very summery and fun, and I saw a group of my friends doing a buddy read. It was like a group of book bloggers, and they love contemporary, and so I'm looking forward to this very, very much. So thank you, Ariel, for that. Morgan Matson is adorable and everything, and so I got Since You've Been Gone, and I love this cover so much. It just looks so real. It looks so real. This book is amazing. If you have not seen my reviews for Codename Verity and Rose Under Fire, I'm not sure if I did video reviews for them. I'm not sure, but basically, I don't have a finished copy of Rose Under Fire, so that was one of my very many reasons for going and getting this signed. But also, this book is fantastic, and I need to tell you guys even more about it because it's amazing. It's the companion book to Codename Verity, and it's wonderful. It's about well, the first one's about a spy, and this one, I think I forget what she is. I forget. It's been a while. But basically, this girl, she's American, and she goes into the British version of the Air Force, and she ends up in a war camp in, not Auschwitz, but it's a concentration camp. So it's pretty wow. But so good. So amazing. On to August books, we have Bombay Blues by Tanuja Desai Hidier, and she's the author of Born Confused, which I had heard about through We Need Diverse Books, that hashtag, and things like that, and I thought this, and also because in global context, we were watching a good bit and talking a good bit about Indian culture and stuff like that, and watching a couple of Bollywood films and like Hindu cinema and stuff like that, and so I thought it was, you know, yeah, it's a middle grade, and this one comes out at the end of August, so August 26th. This will be Hidden Shelves. My piles for September and October are ridiculous, so yeah, look forward to all of these. The first one is actually a book that I did not get at BEA, did not get while I was in New York, but it's coming out in September, and so I put it in my September pile of books to read. Basically, I'll probably read these like a month before they come out and stuff like that, but, you know, so it's fresh and things like that. But this is Positive by Paige Rawl with Ali Benjamin, and it's a memoir, and it's, you know, teen fiction and things like that, and it's about a girl who has HIV, is HIV positive, and dealing with that in high school and things like that. And so I thought it was like really different, but still like real lifey and stuff like that. I usually pick some realistic fiction, and so it's just kind of like not that far from it. Next book is a book that I stood in line for 2 hours no regrets because I got to see the wonderful Sarah J. Maas. She is wonderful, very, very much so. This is Heir of Fire, which is the third book in the Throne of Glass series, in which I plan on rereading the first one and actually reading the second one for the first time and reading the short stories for the first time. And so, yes, I'm excited for all of that because I kind of meant to read the short stories after I read the first one, but just never got around to it. And so I think it's time. I think it's time. And I saw that, I think Jessica from Price is Wrong, she recently finished this one, and I think a couple other people did on NetGalley, and so I want to join the conversation, guys. Come on. It's not you, it's me. This is a book that I got at the Quirks book dinner and actually got to meet the author. He's from the South. He's from South Carolina. I thought that was super awesome. It was super awesome getting to meet him and other bloggers. This book is super neat because it looks like an IKEA catalog, but it's a freaking book. It's a novel. There's stuff in it. I'm gonna believe that it's a horror story, and since I just read Merciless, I am in the mood for a little bit of horror. Next book is a book that I kept walking past their booths, and they were super awesome because they had these like life-size, bigger than life-size Lego statues of things. I think there was Chewbacca and maybe some other things, I don't remember, but it was just eye-catching, and I don't think anybody was working in the, I don't know if anybody was working the booths, but they just had books, and this is the one that I picked up, and DK is always awesome. If you're not from America, I don't know where they print all their books, like if they distribute all around the world, but they do a lot of stuff with like, it's kind of, you know, educational-ish, but also super fun and whatnot, and very like graphic, very like photography, blah blah blah, not artsy, but you know, it's very visual and things like that, and most of their books are geared towards children, but most of them seem like they can go towards anybody really. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da. Okay, that doesn't really show the real This is the real cover. I don't know why this is not the front, but they have a nice little note from Holly Black and Cassandra Clare because this is the first Nook, that was great, the first book in their series, their middle grade series, The Iron Trial, and so, oh my goodness, doesn't that look like a Death Eater? We were talking about that, and it looks like a Death Eater, and yes, I'm excited, also a September book. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to read this, seriously though. I've been waiting for this book for like 2 years and I'm just sitting here going, yes, I have it in my hands. Second half of September we have Skink No Surrender by Carl Hassan and Hassan? I don't know. But basically, this is one of the books, you know, we use these as, you know, get the hair out of your mouth things, but basically, Random House Kids drops, basically at BEA, they'll have these things called galley drops where they'll, like, sometimes you have to get a ticket. This year there was a lot of, like, get in line, here's a ticket. I don't know why they did, because they had tons of books. I don't know, but they try to keep people from, like, crowding their booths, and so, like, you go and stand in the line, and I actually ended up standing in line behind my friend Allie. Why do I keep tripping on all my words today? Don't know, but she's in my book club, and I was just like, what? This is crazy, did not know you were gonna be here. But, this boarding school, what? In Florida? Maybe, something like that. But this sounds like shenanigans, and lots of things. But yes, I'm excited. I've never read any of his books, but I see the covers and stuff like that. I forget the titles, but they look hilarious, so. This book, yeah. I was walking past St. Martin Griffin's booth aisle thing. They kind of took over their own spot, but it's Sway by Cat Spears, and this is supposedly a debut novel, and it looks very contemporary-ish and super cute, and I haven't read any super cute contemporary lately. There was a point in time in the beginning of this year where I was just like not in the mood, and then now I'm just like, okay, once I get these other review books out of the way, read some super cute contemporary, man. Gonna do it. Next is one that I wanted. Yes, I did. I put it on my list, but upon stumbling upon the signing lines one day, I decided to look for the line that had the most 20-somethings that looked like bloggers, and it ended up being this line. And so I was super happy about that. And yeah, and it's super cute because she had like 2 different color pens, and I commented on it and she was like, yeah, you just gotta mix it up and stuff, you know, keep it fun. Like she had like a whole like pencil case, not a pencil case, it's one of those pencil bags, and it was super adorable, and it was just fun. Just fun. Keep it fun. Why not? Starting to take over. Second book that I got from the Random House Kids drop is On a Clear Day by Walter D. Myers, and this involves, looks like, it's kind of like how Coin Heist was, but this looks like it's the same size actually, even though I read Coin Heist as an ebook, but this one seems pretty fantastic. It involves a group of kids and going against a terrorist, it seems like, so yeah. That sounds like fun. And now for our October books. First we have Night Sky by Susan Brockman and Melanie Brockman. Don't know how they're related. I don't know. But, yeah. So it seems kind of sassy. And some superhero-y stuff and babysitting and why not? Next book we have is actually a chapter sample and it's In the Afterlife by Alexandra Bracken, and chapter samples. Let me tell you what, I feel like you get 3 pieces of candy and then the guy behind the register is like, hold on, I'm gonna withhold the rest of this bag of your candy until you're done with your movie, or what, I don't know. It's just, it's torture. It really is, because you read this and you just want more. You just, come on, dude. Come on. Laurie O'Brien's History of the Future by A.S. King, and funny story, I was standing behind her high school friends while I was in the signing line for this, and so that was super awesome. And yeah, this is a contemporary novel, and it sounds super cool because I know I have several friends who have read A.S. King's books, and I feel like I'm one of the last who have not, and she has some magical realism stuff, and if you know how much I love Melina Marchetta, you know that I dig that kind of stuff, and so I'm ready for this. I want to keep my piles together, but it's not going to happen. So the next book I have is Famous in Love by Rebecca Searle, and just another super cute contemporary, it sounds like, and yeah, movie adaptation of a blockbuster series that's girls in and stuff, and oh my gosh, and meets a boy who's super famous and fall in love, and as soon as I saw this, I feel like you know when you think of a friend that you're like, as soon as I finish reading this, I'm going to send this to this person. Like, I just know that I will, and so this is one of those books that I was like, I need to send this to this specific person, and so, yeah. It's a good feeling to be able to be like, I know who needs this. I know whose book this is. The next book I have is The Fire Artist by Daisy Whitney, and I've heard good things about her contemporary novels, but I have not read her the other stuff, and so, well, I haven't read any of her stuff, but this one sounds interesting and cool. The cover looks kind of cheesy, but, you know, it still looks fun, and she has awesome hair. So why not? Damsel Distressed by Kelsey Mack, and funny story, she's a YouTuber. She makes videos about writing and things like that, and I had no idea that she was going to be at BEA. Ran across her signing line at the Spencer Hill Press booth and was like, hey, I know you, and she basically like flailed with me to be like, oh my gosh, BookTube, yes, awesome, and she was like, do you want a signed book? And I was like, of course. And actually started a little bit of it, you probably can't tell, but yes, it's a contemporary, and it's about a girl who has gone through some pretty traumatic stuff, and she's still kind of going through some great stuff, but yes, cool. Also the fact that I believe it's her band, Kelsey's band, that did like kind of an album with this or something like that, but it sounds super fun, so check it out. An adult book that I picked up, I had no idea that I was going to pick up any adult books. I think I might have had a couple on my list, but I wasn't sure, but I was walking past the little brown booth place type thing, and I never know what to call them, but they had Reunion by Hannah Pittard, and I'd never heard of this, but it looks super awesome, so why not? And it's an adult contemporary set in Atlanta, I believe, and it's kind of short, so I thought, you know, why not? As long as it's not a book that's like, super huge. Not that Since You've Been Gone is that big or anything, or The City of Heavenly Fire isn't 700 and some odd pages. Only 3 books left. Only 3 books left. This is one that's coming out in November, and it is Talon by Julie Kagawa, and funny story, she just kind of like walked around BEA like nobody's business, and like, I recognize her because she's kind of easy to spot, I think. This is about dragons, which is near and dear to my heart. I've only read like 3 books with dragons in them, but you know, whatever. Dragons are cool, okay guys? Dragons are cool. In December we have Zodiac by Romina Russell, and this is, I guess this is a big one that Penguin's gonna be pushing because I don't see why it would have been at BEA otherwise, and she was like one of the first people signing, and it has to do with zodiac symbols and stuff like that, and I guess there's a story in there. It seems like there was, like when she was talking about, well, she was asking people on the signing line, oh, what's your zodiac sign? And, you know, and she would say something like, oh, you know, that's the love interest, or that's the main character, or for me, it was like, oh, you're a Pisces. Her mom's a Pisces, and she said something like, you're really awesome to hang out with because you're really chill, or something like that. I don't know. Basically, we made a connection, we're best friends now, and, you know, we're going on a cruise. Just kidding, that's not true. This is a January book that I was actually surprised to hear was at BEA. I'd heard some twitterings on the Twitters about this book. I don't think I even knew that it was gonna be a thing, but it's Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. But this apparently goes back to her roots of, you know, oh yeah, it says it returns to the genre that launched her YA career. So of course it's all of her books are like fantasy-ish, but this has to do with like fairies and stuff like that, which I have not read her other fairy books, so if you think I should, let me know. But I'm excited for this. It comes out in January. I think I mentioned that, but it's like my precious. It's like the one book that I was like, oh my gosh, if I can get this book, my day will be made. I did not get Afterworlds, but I got this book, okay? I got this book. Oh my gosh, my camera has survived this long. It's been recording for almost 30 minutes, and I'm just like, whoa, what? But thank you so much for watching my haul. I hope that you are excited for some of these fall reads. Let me know below which ones you're most excited for. Let me know your like top 3, 5, 10, whatever. I know I picked up a ton of books, and funny story, did not have enough time to send them to my house myself, and so Christine of Poland Bananas Books was nice enough to send those to me. Also, you will see here annotations for our collab videos, which you should go watch because they were so much fun to make. I know the second day stuff, which is mine and Kat's videos, we were so tired. Story of my life. No, that was funny. But basically, we're super tired, and you could tell so much. But we still had fun. It was still a fun time, and I was so glad to get to hang out with them. They are super awesome, and always motivated, and always like super great and stuff. And they're so great. And yes, oh my goodness. Also, soon I'm gonna be making a video of why you should go to Y'all Fest. Reason number 1 is free, but you know, we will talk about that in a little bit. And I'm just gonna go cool down and edit this video. So I hope you all have a great day and keep reading!